we are told that patience is a virtue. But for Takeshi, patience was a prison. In the Edo period, along the jagged coasts of Japan, there lived a man who knew the ocean better than he knew himself. He wasn't a warrior, he was a fisherman. He had spent 15 years reading the tide like scripture. He could feel a single ripple through 30 feet of hemp line. He was by every measure a master. But in 15 years, his boat had remained empty. This isn't a story about fishing, but it's about the lie we tell ourselves to avoid finding out who we really are. Every dawn, Takeshi would cast. His form was flawless. His line hit the water with the grace of a falling leaf. And he would feel it, the heavy, silver pull of the deep. "Not yet," he would whisper. "The moment isn't perfect." Around him, younger men, clumsy, loud, and inexperienced, hauled in their catches. Their boats groaned under the weight of silver scales. They made mistakes. They lost fish, but they fed their families. Takeshi watched them with a quiet disdain. He told himself that rushing was for amateurs. The true mastery required the ultimate weight. But mastery without action is just a hobby, and patience without a deadline is just fear. If you've ever prepared for something but never started, you'll understand what happens next. One morning, a weathered boat docked beside him. The wood was scarred, the fisherman inside even more so. The old man watched Takeshi feel a strike on his line and watched him let it go. "Your line is beautiful, Takeshi," the old man rasped. "It's a shame it's useless." Takeshi didn't look up. "I am waiting for the right one." "No," the old man spat. "You are waiting for a guarantee, but the ocean doesn't give those. I've lost more fish than you've ever even felt. But look at my deck." The old man pointed to the blood and scales covering his boat. "I am a fisherman because I pull. You are just a man holding a string." There is a kind of perfectionism that feels like wisdom. It whispers that if you never commit, you can never fail. If you never pull the line, you can always tell yourself the fish was a giant. But the longer you wait, the heavier that empty boat becomes. Takeshi stood there as the old man sailed away. He felt the line tighten again, a massive weight, the chance of a lifetime. His knuckles turned white. The question was no longer about the fish. It was about whether he could survive the truth of the catch. The water doesn't wait for your permission. It simply asks, "Will you pull?" So tell me, what line are you still holding in the water, afraid to see what's on the other end? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see if we're all holding the same line. And if this story made you uncomfortable, that means it worked. Subscribe for more stories that ask the questions you've been avoiding.